Right, back we come. What do we got next? The motel now, I think. Yes. Already know from loot at the gas station since the new estate opened there's been next to no traffic here. Order to survive, we had to think on our feet and get folks to come to us. So we're going to be converting our motel to the ultimate relaxation station. We're going to come from all over for our little pockets of pure bliss. Yeah, maybe. 2,000, okay. Bigger job this time. Last one was 1,200. This one's 2,000. Okay. Well, we start from the top and we work our way down. That's just what we do here. Hands on each door, that's mildly disturbing. Is there a gnome somewhere to give us a clue as to... I bet he's on the roof again, right? Oh, okay. Interesting. Thought the gnome would be up here. Oh, and we've got to do around the back as well. There's even an abseil thing. Really? That seems extreme. Not sure why we would need that as such. We've got a scissor lift. That's kind of all we need to do most things. And honestly, I can really jump to the top of the sign. Yeah. In lieu of any obvious thing that I should start cleaning first for the sake of an achievement or anything, we'll do the sign. We'll start with the sign and then work our way from the top down. I'm guessing the abseiling thing is meant to be for the sign, but again, I have a scissor lift, so I'm not sure why I would need to dangle from anything. I'm mostly just wanting to get the top side of everything at this point. If we just walk along the very edge up here, we're even actually cleaning some of the letters. I don't even know what it says, but I'm somehow cleaning them even though I expected that there'd have been a bottom to them as well. Nope, okay. We are just getting all the dings. Alright. Cool. That worked even better than expected. Viola Willis. Welcome to the Den of Zen. Okay. That's what they're going for. Haven't started on the outside yet, but the rooms are ready to go. I feel you've got to do the outside too, right? Take you through our services, and just in case you'd like a tranquil breather yourself once you're done. You know what? Sounds good to me. But yeah, I feel you should start on the outside as well, because appearances do matter. First impressions last. I guess they're not getting much highway traffic or road traffic at the moment, so the idea is people book in advance based on room pictures instead. So maybe it doesn't matter so much. Okay, I think we're done up here now, alright? There we go. So let's just lift this up. Air conditioning. I would hope so. Okay, so these are the letters that I've already done. Okay, not all of them, turns out. Oh yeah, because I guess the O would have had stuff, but I got this O. Who knows? Just inconsistent, that's all. Okay, then I have to do the other side. Hopefully the achievement doesn't, like, clean the motel sign in order or something first. Not every level has an achievement, I just expect there to be sometimes on the larger levels especially. I just kind of expect it, that there will be one. But if it doesn't seem like there is... For the gas station, there was a playground, there was a soccer ball, there was a slide. It was all pretty clear what they expected me to do. They can seize. This one, I haven't seen a playground. There was a pool, but I didn't see anything in it. So cleaning the diving board seems like a stretch as to something that might be an achievement. So yeah, not too worried. It'll be a bit tricky getting in here. Why does it look like there was paw prints on the underside of the sign? That makes no sense. I think they just used a texture and used the wrong one in the wrong place. I didn't think about that. See, now this is fairly appropriate for the Den of Zen with the dune desert music from Satisfactory. I'm gonna need to put the scissor lift down somewhere over here now as well. Do exactly the same thing from this side. That's good. Let's now grab you and stick you down probably this way, to be honest. There you go. And going up just enough. I think I got all the letters this side as well. No, not all of them. Again. Okay. Oh, there we go. That was quite generous. Yeah, and I think that's all for, like, yeah, I'm not seeing any letters needing to be done. Cool. It's quite, yeah, quite generous on the letters because I can definitely see bits around the edges and stuff that I didn't do, and it's just going ding anyway. I don't like the feeling that it allows me to be lazy. Is the, oh yeah, the neon light. I'm not sure I got the neon light on the other side specifically. Let's make sure we get the vacancies nice and easy again. Vacancies. There we go. But not the arrow itself still. Oh. I know why. Haven't done the roadside yet. There we go. Did I get the... No, I didn't get the neon light. There we go. Motel sign plus 10. No achievement, but that's the sign done. Good. Let's just take... This is lift around the back here. I think I'm going to prefer that than trying to use the abseiling, because I found that really annoying last time. And then extension off, and yeah, well, let's just finish the whole, everything with sign. I mean, it already gave it to me anyway, in terms of like the orange bonus for sign, but I want to clean off everything, including the planter bed and the cactuses. Power washing a cactus just feels a little bit on the nose, but alright. Hey, you, thing designed to live in a moisture deficit environment. Have more water than you expect to see your entire lifetime. Key point is just so long as cacti are kept in good drainage, I think. That's the important thing. They'll take what they want and they'll ignore the rest. That's the inside done. And we expect to be able to do each cacti as we go around. I'll just stand on them too, shall I? Because that seems like a thing that I should do to a plant. I'm not sure I even spent enough time in a dune desert, and did I even find a dune desert in Satisfactory? I think that might be maybe to the far north that I never actually got to in my playthrough. I've had a rocky desert. Not so much a dune one. There we go, plant a bed, all the cactuses. Good. And then... Oh, the outside isn't a thing. Okay, that's odd. So the planter bed was a thing, but the exterior wasn't. Huh? Yeah, I don't have to do the exterior of the motel wall either. Or even the lights. That's Yeah, that's a bit weird. You've given me half the job to do. Why? Clearly they're capable of cleaning things themselves, so why are they even getting me to do the rest? Right, come on, just give me all of a job to do or nothing. Maybe they started cleaning the outside, realized how big a job it was. They had to focus on the renovations and wanting to actually get set up, so thought, you know what, let's hire someone to finish this off properly. I can respect that. We'll go with that. That's a good headcanon. We could do the wall around the outside now, may as well. It's also the sort of thing I could leave till last, but I think I'll probably just be doing the ground last, like the whole front floor, as they call it. Here, I don't know what else you'd call it. Courtyard, probably? I'd probably call it the, yeah, motel front courtyard or something. What's in a name? Not even a 10% yet. Oh dear. Once we get started on like the walls and yeah, this whole concrete pad area, then that's going to go fairly quickly in terms of percentages, I guess. We do have quite a bit of fiddly stuff as well though. There's all of the like air conditioning on the roof, there's the doors, there's the railings, all of that stuff. At least it's fairly blocky. Kind of 60s, 70s sort of architecture. Doesn't have lots of filigree accoutrements and stuff that are more kind of a nicer looking architectural design would have. Just doing a little margin around the outside. Why not? Gets me some percent, so it makes me feel like I'm making progress. Oh, and then it changes. Oh, okay. Pool floor. Oh, of course, yeah. So it's like paved around the pool, and then it's just concrete slab for the rest. I favour the paver idea generally more because then you can just lift up a few pavers where you need to if you've got to do work underneath. Big concrete slabs you then have to like chip away at and lay unevenly, and yeah, it's just a mess. Anyway, all that aside. Guess we go up onto the roof now. Again, top down. Right, so we've got some rusty thing here. Roof vent. Alright. Clean all the rusty things. Got some solar panels that are absolutely caked. I need to clean my solar panels too, actually. That's a good point. You shouldn't power wash a solar panel though, I don't think. I'm fairly sure that pressure washing, like high pressure washing, is not good. You should just be using mains pressure, not high pressure. Give it a rinse and a bit of a scrub with a soft brush, I think. Don't take my advice as gospel though. I haven't done it yet, so I haven't looked up about how to do it properly. Always check your manufacturer guidelines. Okay, turbine vent done. Well, however you're supposed to do it, we're doing it this way. I honestly feel that these should be on... I guess it's fine because they're already on the roof, but if these were elevated just a little bit further still, perhaps? So I can walk underneath them? Yeah, this is fine. This means all of the wiring behind is all encased safely, at least. It's kind of unnecessary, that's all. That's... You would not have a power box outside like this, though. That would be inside with the main fuse board. Why is there, like, concrete or something on the roof? What is this? This definitely looks like concrete. What have you been doing up here? Okay, let's finish the solar panels first. We'll worry about that next. But that, yeah, the roof is going to be annoying, looks like. Because there's some nasty stains on there that are not going to come off the yellow. And my abiding thought with that is to the, like, level designer. Why? This is already a large job. Why did you just throw some crap on there that makes no sense just for the sake of making it difficult? I much prefer maps where it's difficult because of like tricky angles and like you have to think about how to attack the level and clean things thoroughly. If it's just tedious because you've just decided, oh yeah, by the way, there's like concrete on the roof. Huh? Except, of course, that I don't know what it is because they don't tell me anymore. That's the other problem. So then they just get away with whatever because they don't have anything to make them justify, oh, what is this? Oh, it's that. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No, it's just have some annoying rubbish to clean off. What is it? Don't worry about it. Does it make sense for it to be there? Don't worry about it. I don't like that. I don't like that they've dumbed it down where you can't actually see what it is you're cleaning. I think, yes, the trim also needs to be done from the outside as well. Yes, there's this stuff here, it's just, it's caked on. So I can't clean it properly. I'll just go over the whole trim with the yellow first, and then we'll just come back with the red. Because there's these big sections here that don't have any of that sort of crap on. There's some like lighter bits that do clean away. So long as I go over it like slowly enough, then it kind of works. But I don't want to go slowly over the whole thing if I don't need to. Because yeah, there are large sections where that's not necessary. It's just, oh, here's already a big level. Let's just make it take even longer because we're, I don't know. It's not even laziness because they had to put conscious effort into doing that. So, hey, I've had to slave over this level, now you do too. People are completing our games too quickly. Let's make it hard for them. Again, it's not hard, it's just tedious. There's a difference. Difficult is when no matter what your washer is that you're using, you have something that's like, oh, how do I get that bit? That is true difficulty. Just, oh, this will take longer unless you're using the highest powered thing. That's just tedium. It's like, you know that guy who did the challenge run of only using the basic thing in the first game? Well, let's give him a challenge. Let's really test his patience. Because the barnacles on the temple weren't enough. 10% to no more text. That's disappointing. So if you're going to have stuff on a level to make it take artificially longer for the sake of it, you should have had, like, the dude whose mobility scooter got dirty. That should have been, oh, I drove it into like a thing of cement. So that's where you've got to really clean away something tough on an otherwise very quick level. Because that level was super fast, but it would have been a little bit longer had there been something difficult to have to clean. If you're going to artificially lengthen the amount of time a level takes, do it on your short ones. Don't do it on your long ones that are already taking a long time. Supposed to be doing a rinse cycle first before we come in for the deep clean. I haven't done this solar panel branch yet, bank yet. Only did the left hand side, I think. Get their solar panels cleaned off so they can start making some electricity on this nice fine day that we've got here. At least once the power box is dried out from me water blasting it. They should actually have a day-night cycle in this game. Not that I want to be power washing at night, but it would be kind of amusing. Then you have to like place floodlights down or something. You have those provided alongside your like scissor lift as like a big extendable flashlight or something, or floodlight. That'd be funny. Yeah, this roof alone is now going to actually take a very long time, I think. I really hope this isn't on all the walls and stuff as well. It's like the purple rubbish that was on the gas station. It's just another example of unexplained rubbish on a level just to make it take longer. To do several posture checks. Where I especially find it kind of poor that they don't have some form of soundtrack to the game. They're just background idle music like Satisfactory style music or something, or Planet Crafter, because you know, they just expect you'll bring your own, basically. Just something to keep part of my brain engaged while I'm doing all this. That's the whole point of background music in games, pretty much, is to just have a constant thread that keeps you on some level engaged. And then that helps you just get through the more tedious parts of a game. Okay, roof panels. The roof is separated up. That's good, at least. I almost wish it was one big piece, because then it would be more likely to just clean a little ding in advance. I think we probably want to take the extension off and just look down more at it, so that way I can see more directly what I'm doing. Now it's closer, that way I've got a better angle at seeing anything that I've missed as well. This seam will be annoying. Make sure we deal with that right now. I'll do this solar panel first, I guess. Got a bit distracted. I went up as far as the end and then ended up doing the roof instead. Cool, and then that power box as well, yep. Good. Alright, that's all of the solar panels done, I believe. It's not even any really interesting lore about this map that we're going to learn either. It's the other annoying thing. So we're going to be spending so much time on this map. And we're not even going to advance the plot, I don't think. Unless they come out with some real bombshell stuff about the mayor using their motel routes, I guess. Almost time to start working more in earnest on the roof panels, I think. But I might do the trim first, or what do we think? Trim first or panels? The trims around the outside might need to be finished off from the sides, so yeah, maybe actually just I'll start scrawling away at each panel instead. Slow over this bit where I know that there's some stuff underneath. Might go over it twice when I can just go over it once slowly instead, I guess. Or if I make a pass and find that I didn't clean everything, then I know to go back over it more slowly immediately. Like up here, looks like on the right there'll be no extra stains. Okay, so they're gonna have different separate panels. I wish they'd made them smaller. Just get more immediate feedback that way. Worry, oh, did I forget to clean that thing 10 meters away that's not even visible where I currently am? Yeah, how big's this? Oh yeah, it's a huge panel. There's like, yeah, 6 panels. 6 roof panels. Yeah, okay. Not happy with this level at all, must be said. I hope the rest of it is not as bad as this. If this crap is all over the walls as well, 1, I have many questions, and 2, both in-game and for the developer. And 2, what the hell even is it? Probably a good example of a job that will take maybe half the time. Probably quicker. Probably a quarter of the time if I had fully upgraded my washer. This might make a good time lapse. I've just been doing jump cuts most of the time. Maybe something like this where I'm just keeping the same direction, just inching my way forward for ages. That might be time lapse material. Curious. What's it like with this one? Yeah, I'm doing a starting tools run, not an urban run. So I feel that the difference between the urban and the Prime Vista was like the size of the track? I don't know, is this wider? Looks exactly the same to me. Yeah, I'm not sure there's any difference. I'll just continue on to the next one, because then there's a big stretch without anything after this, so then we can just leave it at that for this part. Alright. Okay, there's just this bit left on this panel, looks like. Almost finished one roof panel. Hooray! No idea how much I want to just jump into the shop right now. Just go, you know what? Challenge run be damned. Why do I do this to myself? Why not? Really, that's kind of the answer. I don't mind it. You know, it's a restriction I've put on myself, so it's entirely my own fault that this is taking longer than it otherwise would, but I do come back to the thought of, okay, one, why are you not telling me what it is anymore? What are you ashamed of? What have you done in your levels that you know people would call out as being BS if they could see what it actually was? Like if this is just splattered cement or something on the roof, why? That doesn't make sense unless it's explained in the game, in the lore, by the person who talks to me. Then there's no excuse for it. And if that's the case, why are you just arbitrarily making it more difficult for people? Because if it was someone like I was doing a multiplayer session and someone had joined into my game, fairly sure they just have the basic stuff and they would have to earn things at a very limited rate. It's pretty much just designed to help them buy soap, I guess. Maybe that would also be doing this, but you know, maybe it's not just the better washer. It could just be a case of using like a soap wash, which makes no sense if it is like cement or something. That would only make sense if it was like really tough mold, but the pattern does not suggest that. The pattern definitely looks like dried, splattered cement or something. Oh, not even at 20%. Taking another micro break at 20, that's for damn sure. Maybe even before. I might just take a short break even after just finishing this roof panel off. Irrespective of percentage. Mind you, this roof panel is huge. I haven't even ticked up another percent yet. You do wonder why I do this to myself, right? I'm wondering, I bet you're wondering. I don't know. Challenge runs are just a bit of fun, that's all. Like, I wonder, how can I subvert this game? It's like the opposite of speedrunning in a way. It's a similar mentality of how do I provide myself an additional challenge within this game. But instead of going, how do I break the game in order to make my experience quicker in my passage through the game as fast as possible. Instead, a challenge run is more, how do I prolong how do I break my gameplay to prolong the game instead of the other way around? Yes, like no-hit runs and Dark Souls and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm totally comparing this to Dark Souls. My skill in doing this, totally the same as someone executing a one-hit run, or no-hit run rather. Yeah, level 1 no-hit run of Dark Souls. Completely analogous to what I'm doing here. One tests your patience, the other tests your resilience. Right, so what did I miss on this roof panel then? Because that's looking clean to me, but apparently it is not. So why? This is the other bit I hate. You're going to put tough stuff on the roof to make me have to really scratch away at it. And then you're going to be really picky about it being cleaned perfectly. Can't have any little bits of residue or anything like that. Oh yeah, so if I hit, so look at the screen now. Not really anything to see. I hit Q. Oh, there's a few little, that was all it took. There's just a few little specks that were not visible to the naked eye at all. So let's go over to this section here, perhaps. Oh, the trim bits are broken up at these points as well, okay. And must definitely have an outside part to them. It's hard to tell sometimes just what's a smudge on my screen versus what's in the game. Is it just a speck of dust at my end instead of a speck of dirt in the game? Come on, 20%. Let's get there. Let's get another lore dump. Tell me why I should care about your motel. I don't care about the amenities, I care about how this fits in, if at all. It doesn't fit in to the plot and everything? Why was I made to do this?
A few moments later.
Hey, nice. It even gave me a little bit of a bone there. Oh, I need to take a short break. Give my eyes a rest. You know you're tired when you start to feel dizzy from stretching even when you're sitting down. That's probably not good, right? This will definitely be the last level that we do today. Assuming I even finish it. Like, honestly, I'm going to take a long time to do this level, and it's 12:30 now. I aim to take breaks at 1 o'clock, and it'll be a longer break too. And I'm probably not even going to be 50% through this level by that stage. And even if I came back, I would be coming back for like an hour or so. I don't think I'd finish this level even then. So this might be a 2 or even 3-part level. I mean, with enough editing I can present it just as one. But in terms of the time it takes to actually do the damn thing, it's looking to be a multiple session effort. Going to the end even though it's onto a different panel. Gotta do it all eventually. I'm gonna get a strain injury in my shoulder at this rate just from all of the repetition of back and forward and back and forward. Like, my elbow's pretty much static. Might just get a cramp. It's my wrist and my shoulder that feel like they're taking a lot more of the brunt. Hey, 20% finally, next update. In our blue rooms we have our economy option, River Blessings. Is that someone's stage name? River Blessings? Sunken waterbed, let the sounds of the Kalakalama River wash over you. I mean, that does sound quite relaxing, actually. Might already be overly familiar with that sound, though, yeah. Sorry, I'm just hearing constant water. That might be not for me. The sound of a peaceful river or stream trickling over rocks is very different than the incessant white noise of a pressure washer, though. So, I think I'll be fine with that. A lot of the time, bits that I miss on the roof is probably going to be areas that I don't think I need to go over again. Yeah, it looks like it's clean, but it's actually not. Yes, that's the downside to doing the initial, like, rinse with the yellow nozzle, is that it clears off areas where maybe I should have actually just taken my time and scratched across it if I was going to anyway. I don't know if it would have made much difference. Not sure. Probably going over it with the yellow did help loosen some things up, though. Finish the roof before you get distracted by the trim. I was just thinking, oh, I wonder if I look over the edge enough, then I might be able to see how far the trim extends. It's like, yes, you might, but don't do that right now. First, finish the roof that you're doing. There we go. I'm definitely cleaning something down the side of the building, but I can't actually see enough of what I'm doing. I don't think that matters because I'll be able to see it more directly from the scissor lift anyway. Alright, only 2 roof panels left to do now, I think. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. And then I'll probably do the rear wall, because I'm gonna guess that's not gonna be seen on the time lapse. So we'll get that out of the way. Just finding myself basically spacing out at various points along here. It is calming, that's for sure. A little bit too calming in my state. I'm gonna be sleepwashing if I'm not careful. I mean, better that than like playing truck sim and falling asleep at the wheel, I guess. Which was another possibility for today. Hey, there we go. Ugh, stretch my shoulders. Second to last roof panel, and this one's probably the worst one of the lot. Great. If the walls of the motel were graffitied with paint, and it was tough to get off, like I already saw some on the lower levels, that, you know, it's annoying, but it's realistic, and I kind of don't mind it. It's like, okay, yeah, I have to take a bit longer to clear that off. It's the not knowing whatever this is up on the roof, and it then taking ages to clean off because it's tough and it won't shift easily. And the fact that it just reminds me of cement, which makes very little sense. At least I've got a good soundtrack, but even though I had to provide it myself. Because that would be the saving grace if they did have their own soundtrack to the game, and it was like a really nice lo-fi synthwave style or something. 21%? Takes a while to tick up. We got through to like 16% or something fairly quickly, it felt like. And then it's just stalled because of this stuff. There we go. Whew. Roof panel done. Now we need to do the trim. And then we'll do the rear and hope that it's not all like this. Because that's the other thing that will definitely dictate doing this across many sessions, is if the walls are just as bad as the roof. You see a lot of splatter down on the ground there. Doesn't fill me with confidence. Let's just make sure that we're doing the top edge all the way around pretty much of the roof trim. And then we've got that roof to do as well. It's like the mezzanine floor that we also have to do. I guess we could do like the ladder and stuff first actually before we move on. Well, the trim also goes underneath, and it does have the same crap all the way around. Okay, wonderful. Oh, looks like it might just be where the ladder is, and that's the only bit that has this stuff. If so, that's even weirder. This stuff left over from when they put the solar panels up? Doesn't make much sense, but it's the only thing I can really think of. Some smooth hands to go up and down the ladder. Hey, there we go. Nice. Second floor side ladder done. And side vent as well. Cool. Let's just put it on the yellow now and see what we can get done just with this. Just to kind of reassure ourselves that it's not all crap. Okay, there's more on the floor though. It's like I've left a trail of something. Is this where Concrete Man hangs out on your roof? The world's hardest superhero. Concrete Man. And they're just gonna keep talking about their rooms and stuff rather than anything about how their motel got into the state and what's going on here. I assume they're just going to continue to tell me about their various room offerings. Which, you know, on the one hand, I'm here for it. But I'm still curious just what has happened. Right, let's see how the rest... yeah, even just the trim, there's just little splatters. It's weird. Then it just means that there's going to be spots that I just feel that I have to go over with the red just cause. Makes it almost feel that I should just do the whole thing like that in the first place. Okay, there we go. So that's the first side trim done. Just this wall, just a few more splatters over near the ladder, but let's just get the rest of the wall and then maybe the air conditioning generator or something done as well. 23%. Okay, good. That was generous. Doing. Okay, most of it just comes off with yellow. That's good. Nice. Shop air conditioning. Ah, it's got a little like dairy or something attached to the side of the motel. Yeah, it's kind of clever. Especially out in the middle of nowhere like this. You can make extra selling amenities. You can charge less for the rooms and sell the amenities as well. And then you get people like me who just turn up with everything that I want in the first place, and sorry, not sorry. nice. Unit and the base, maybe? Oh, you're being more picky about the base than you were anything else. There we go. Air conditioning unit, extra 1. Wonder how many bonuses, like the PP bonuses, that I missed out on from the fact that I was capped at 2,000. Because I think there was a few times, so as I'm looking through doing highlights of things to make the videos for YouTube, I kind of come across times where I've been saying to myself, like, oh, I didn't notice the such and such, I didn't notice getting a bonus. And it's because I was already hitting the 2,000 points. I wonder how many bonuses I missed out on, but presumably I'll pick them up when I do free play again. I don't know if it'll just give me to them infinitely. It just seems like a very weird decision to have that sort of stuff limited at all. I'm not quite sure what the reasoning for that would be. Yeah, and who came up here with cement on their shoes and, like, a bucket slopping or something? Left a lot of residue. Okay, so this shop trim here, does it continue on here? Is that the same? Because if so, it's because it goes around. Doesn't seem like it, does it? Oh, is there a bit just underneath? Ah, right, okay, no, that makes sense. Right. It's a little bit confusing, but it does make sense. So that was the trim that was above. It was the bottom of it, because it appeared through next to the overhang. Okay, no more, like, cement or anything around here. You do well to get splashes of that sort of thing on the underneath surface of something, that's for sure. Breakfast all day. Now you're talking. Remember, breakfast is a food for all day. At any point, you may be breaking your fast, even if your fast has only been for an hour. Okay, now I can just go back to using the yellow, I think. Yeah, seems so. Yeah, because not cleaning up there, I think, is more an issue of distance more than tenacity. Alright, 25%. Yeah, as the victory music comes on, basically. Try and clean the shop roof. I'm not going to do the whole thing before I have to take a break, though, that's for sure, because this is too big. And too much of it's covered in cement. Yeah, all the way up to the corner as well. That's weird. So what's with the... Yeah, it's all around the surfaces and stuff, but not here, in by the air conditioning. Huh? I don't get it. I don't know what's been going on here, but I don't like it. Oh, solar panels specifically for the sign? That's cool. I like that. Don't like that it's got the same crud on it, though. That's hard to see. Just go nice and slowly over it and hope that that's going to do a good enough job. Oh, we've got the wire. That's kind of nice. That would be an easy thing to miss and completely forget about. Okay, the panel itself, though, still needs work. Bom, 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 bom. What is this stuff? Okay, so hopefully there isn't whatever crap this is that's on the roof here. Hopefully it also isn't on the ground outside everywhere. Because that would be a problem. If I have this to look forward to for every flat surface. Yikes. I find it easier sometimes actually dragging it back towards me than I do kind of pushing it away. That makes sense. When it comes to mouse control. This vent, I think. There we go. I was about to say I could understand. I still don't understand what this is, but I could accept more that it was just going to the ladder and going up onto the roof and was just like around there. I'm now a bit more confused about what it's doing going over here and going over to the corner. And now it's making less sense again. Oh, now I have a lament. Yeah, fitting. A lament for my sanity. Yeah, it doesn't quite make as much sense that we've got a big bunch of rubbish over in the corner here. Is Concrete Man like brooding atop lampposts or something? A la Batman? I don't know. Should be more like a Catwoman thing to do, I think. Just need to like do a search and just say, like Power Simulator 2, what is the rubbish on top of the motel? And what's the weird purple stuff on the gas station while we're at it? Because I never got a satisfactory explanation for that either. There we go, okay, got the roof, got that part of the trim. We're up to 27% now. I can see splatter down there, no. No, I don't want it. Don't like it. Why? Why is it splattered all around? Well, it looks nice up here now, at least. We can probably just do a little bit of, like, this as well. Oh, no. Okay, I don't know what... It looks funny when it does that, but... I don't actually have soap, do I? Was it, like, automatically refilling or something? Like, it's got a... orange bar that's, like, going up. What does that mean? And I keep, like, scrolling, but nothing happens. Okay, well... I don't know. But if that just happens, if it just works like that, then that's kind of broken. Maybe I should have been doing that the whole time. That trivializes it though. Like, I don't like that. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, you've just got infinitely refilling soap now. Can we actually see what we've got? Like, if we look at equipment and look at our washer equipment, we've got the urban here, right? Yeah, and then that's the only thing that we've got for the urban. So we've got just the Vista, just the urban, that's it. That's the only thing we've got. And it doesn't show a, like, you know, there's a turbo nozzle, adaptable nozzle. The later ones have a soap nozzle. But it seems we already have a soap nozzle. For some reason. But I can't see any information about it. But it's like if I hold this down, so that's 1, we've got the urban, 2 hold, so we've got nozzle there, turbo, adaptable. Oh, we do have a soap nozzle. Alright, so yeah, we do have a soap nozzle. and then it like charges up. Well, that makes no sense and I don't really like it, so I could be using that, it seems, to make my life easier, but I'm not sure I want to on principle. Now that I've discovered it, I will use that. Because, hey, it's a starting equipment. If they're going to allow me to trivialize what that means, oh well. Okay. I don't see anywhere that I have to buy soap. I love that the sign gets blown around by the washer. That's great. Do I have to do the chains as well? Yes, I do. Did it not? Why is this chain not wanting to clean? Excuse me? Okay. I think maybe just deflection or something? It was just like deflecting off the sign and around it, so it didn't actually clean the chain itself. Opening soon. Another, like, Lego-style plant. Okay, so this palm tree has stuff stuck all over it. Well, if they're going to allow me to trivialize things with having a soap nozzle, then alright. Charge it up. We'll spray this on. What difference does this make? Oh, and then it just all just comes straight off. That's so broken. You serious? That... I could have been doing that the whole time on the roof. I just assumed that I would like have to buy a soap nozzle and I would have... Well, I knew I had a nozzle, but I didn't think I had soap. So I just thought that, oh, well, that's not a starting equipment, so I won't use that. Turns out, nope, they just give you everything you need to break the game. Don't worry about it. And then it just seems to just stick on until you wash it off. Because there's still stuff stuck here as well. That's nuts. So all you need to do if you encounter in your game something that is difficult to clean, just press 2, wait a little bit, and then spray it, spray and walk away. We've got the dramatic music again, but that's fine, I don't mind it right now. I'm in a mood. And like, there's an orange bar that is building up, but I don't get what it's doing and what it's for, because it seems to not be making any difference. So the only thing is you have to be close to be able to spread the soap, that's literally it. But you have unlimited. Okay, well. Easy. Easy game, easy life. So why bother with a more upgraded washer then? Like, genuinely, what is the incentive then to bother about upgrading things? I mean, other than because you can. Yeah, you can, so you may as well. But if I can literally just do this, And so long as I see that there is no, like, piece of ground that is uncovered, and it even seems to, like, disappear off the pieces that didn't have anything to clean anyway. It's so broken. Appropriate epic music. Yeah, let's just cover some cactuses in soap too, shall we? There you go. This is just what we're gonna do with every level now, it seems. Is just, oh, just cover it all in soap, wash it all off, and voila, it's all clean. No more do you have to actually do anything in the game. Okay, whatever, I guess. It's a case of maybe I just need to forget that that's a thing, I think, almost, just to keep the fun in the game myself. But it's like I was saying before, though, about how there's a difference between difficulty and tedium. And I guess it's a case of, oh, well, they've artificially added in tedium to the level. And then I've just realized that I had the whole time a way to get around that. So if I just use the soap and stuff liberally, then I get around the tedium factor. And then I'm just left with the difficulty factor of, okay, well, you have to be able to get close enough to a surface to use it in the first place. And otherwise, like, there's angles and stuff for cleaning things. Like, that's where the difficulty comes in. So I no longer have to worry as much about the tedium, it seems. Doesn't mean to say I won't still complain about it. It's like, oh, you're going to just make me use the soap because you wanted to just throw something into a level for the sake of it. Like that still feels like what it is. Need to be more directly underneath for the overhang, I think. Oh, there we go. Got it anyway. Okay, so it's... I want the scissor lift to be outside the line of the red to do the trim. But I want it to be inside the line to do the overhang and the wall. I think is what it seems. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Okay, yeah, got the extension on. And then off it comes. Funkadelic Funk Storm. Okay. That's a title. How do we make people aware that this song is funky? Let's call it Funkadelic Funk Storm. Ah. I don't want to fall off the sizzler. So there's no ladder to get back up again like there is with the scaffold, so you've got to just lower it down or pick it up and place it again. I might have been finished with it where that was though, so... Okay, good, got the windows. That's just a toss-up. Is it worth moving the scaffold or the scissor lift again? Or we just use the red nozzle and it's fine. Ah, but I might not be able to get the top of the rear of the vent. Yes, I did. Good. What about the windows? Yep, even got the windows. Okay, yep, so I don't need to put the scissor lift down again. Not here. I'll need to move it further along. Okay, not sure what I still need to do on this window though, so that might be a height issue. Well, if it was, it's now solved. And the wall's done too, okay, no worries. I wonder if that's something I could do on a surface where it looks clean, but apparently there's a bit I've missed. Can I just put soap over and it'll only stick to the bit that's not fully cleaned? So like with this bit here, I've intentionally left, there's a bit up there that I know that I didn't clean properly. So if I just do this, it disappears, it does, there you go. It disappears off everything except the bit that still needs cleaning. Wow, okay. Because yeah, I see that this planter is still not fully done because there's bits that I missed. There we go. Okay, so they're just giving me the cheat codes now, basically. We just go, alright, let's just do this. And then we just know that it'll only stick to the bits that still need to be cleaned. So then I know exactly where to focus my washer just to rinse it off. And everything will just be done magically. Because I don't know what's in that stuff, but it just seems to cut through everything. Up to and including rust, I suspect. Cool. Does it take some of the fun out of it? Kind of. Honestly. Like, it feels lame. I at least appreciated in the first game you had to buy soap. I didn't like that it was limited, because you could always do free play to give yourself more money. So I didn't like that it was limited, but I liked that you at least had to consciously purchase it. So it was an efficiency thing. It's a trade-off. It's like, oh, is it worth buying, just buy the better washer, or do you buy soap? And in my run, I did neither when I did the like basic washer only, because you had to buy a soap nozzle separately, I think. And you had to buy the soap separately, so just by not buying it, that reinforced the fact that, well, I'm doing a basic washer only, which includes no soap by default. This one, it's starting tools. You start, it turns out, with the soap. And it's infinite. So, well, guess I'm going to abuse it. Maybe I'll get to 50% today after all. I thought that I was only going to get to like a 35% or something. But I'm already there, so... it's going to sound like I'm just like, oh, my steak is too fatty and my buns are too buttery, or whatever the expression is. Because like, oh well, they've given you something to make it easier for you. Why are you complaining about it? It's because I didn't feel that I had to work for it. I don't feel like I've earned it. It just trivializes everything about the game. It makes, like, part of my starting tools thing is kind of showing how it's not necessary to upgrade And it is a personal challenge to complete the levels without upgrading your washer. But, and it's kind of an illustration that you don't have to have the best washer to finish the levels. It would just be a convenience factor, and therefore it is a challenge of patience, essentially, to push through without upgrading. But if they're giving you infinite soap that literally just does everything for you, then, well, it's not a challenge anymore, really. Right? Yeah, because we'll cake this air conditioning unit with soap. Yeah, well that one was cleaned anyway, so that'll all just dissolve off. This one's not, so it'll just highlight the areas that weren't clean. And then I just spray those and it's done. I just don't know which I prefer, really. Do I like cheesing it? Kind of. Because, like I say, it is just an exercise in tedium when it's just, oh, it's difficult stuff for the sake of it. And if I'm just taking the time to just go over things with the soap, it's now leveling the playing field, essentially. It's taking it back to the point of, okay, if they hadn't put this extra rubbish on for the sake of it, then this is what it would be like anyway. I should just be able to use the... Can I just use the white on this stuff? Okay, no, that does break it. Right, okay. See, I was thinking, oh, it takes it back to what it would have been anyway. No, it doesn't. It makes it so much easier because I can actually just use the white nozzle to wash away the soap. I don't even need to use, like, the yellow or the green as I would have done if it was just a regularly tough stain. So that does take it a bit further. Yeah, I definitely don't like that. So now it's a case of what do I do with that information? Okay, I can just use the white nozzle to blast away everything that had soap on it, but I don't. I'm going to still use the gold as if that's what was required in the first place, and that'll just be my personal rules about using this. So it's like, okay, well, we've got the soap thing, we'll cover this vending machine in that, but then I'm at least going to use, whoa, all the dings. I'm at least going to use the yellow nozzle to clean it off, as if it was a baseline sort of dirt difficulty, as opposed to just rinsing it off with the white nozzle. That makes me feel personally slightly better about the situation. Oh, the lampposts are going to be a bit annoying, aren't they? Well, at least I've got a scissor lift. So I'll attempt to clean things normally first. If I find that it's too stubborn, it gets the soap. I don't know, we'll see how long that lasts. This level in particular has just kind of been bugging me. The fact that it's got that stuff. I really wish I knew about that when I was doing the gas station. I look like an idiot now when I was doing that. You know, at the same time, well, I pushed through, and it was fine. It's a case of, yeah, this level has been bugging me a bit. I probably won't abuse it so much in other levels, though. One, I'll probably forget, let's be honest. And two, it does feel cheap. yeah, it's there, but it's like unstuck mechanisms and stuff in games too. It's there, but it feels cheap to abuse it when I'm trying to play the game casually. Ding ding, lovely. Just kind of get the feeling these days that, you know, some game developers just seem to be intent on making things just easy for the sake of it. I thought they were making it difficult for the sake of it. Turns out I was just missing a mechanic that trivializes everything. But then I guess that, well, that's the play it your way sort of thing, right? So fair enough. It's the difficulty. So do you want to play on easy? I mean, in Satisfactory, I was playing with the creatures on pacifist mode, right? Which I'm sure a lot of people will look at that and go, well, that just trivializes things. That's just silly. That doesn't make any sense. You know, you're not playing the game properly. And covering everything in soap like this feels very similar. But then at the same time, I don't know, it felt like you could rationalize it a bit better than something like that, where it's like, yeah, well, the animals they've got no reason to attack you. They don't recognize you as a threat or anything. I mean, them not fighting back is kind of different, though. That was definitely cheesing things. But then, you know, it's not... The aim of the game is not to attack creatures and stuff. The aim of the game is to create a factory, and I was doing that. Making things harder for myself in other ways in that regard. Hello. Now, Orange Rooms, we have our standard service. Tingletown, I'm sorry? Relaxational bed of nails and feel 1,000 times reinvigorate your skin as the soundtrack to a journey through the cosmos plays around you. What? Excuse me? I think I'll pass, thank you very much. Yeah, so I think my opinion on the soap factor is it's almost like creative mode, I guess. On the one hand, it's easy mode to an extent, but I think it does go a little bit beyond just easy. Easy feels like it would be a modifier. Like, if I want to play easy mode, then it'll be a case of, alright, if I use the soap nozzle, but then still clean things off, or wash it off, with at least the yellow nozzle, I feel that's, like, easy mode, right? Whereas, if you just spray things with the soap and then just use, like, the white nozzle to just rinse it off afterwards, that I feel is like playing in creative, essentially. It's like sandbox mode. I feel that's definitely something where the different tiers of washes should have come into it too, right? Which, you know, you've got different strengths of washer. So even if you've sprayed things with soap, then maybe the tier of washer should be what makes the difference in terms of what nozzle you have to use to then rinse it away. The baseline being that, well, you still need to use the yellow nozzle to rinse it away. It'll let you deal with stuff that would otherwise require this crawling back and forward with the red. So it removes that layer of tedium for you. Speaking of, Exhibit A. So you no longer have to just scrape back and forth. But with this tier of washer, I feel that it should be, well, you do still have to use the yellow to clear it away. Like, yeah, it'll help, but it's still ingrained. It still needs a fair bit of power to rinse it away. And it should only really be the top tier washer that you could get away with just using the white nozzle. What am I missing on the planter? That looks done. Well, again, this gives us the opportunity to at least, like, okay, spray it over there. We know it'll only stick to the things. Oh, it's just patchy, okay. It's hard to tell when it's dirt. Why am I washing dirt? But it only sticks to things that still need cleaning. Which is, it's kind of a nice diagnostic. Alright, well. That music kicked in at the perfect time, I feel. Yeah, I don't get what the orange gauge by the soap nozzle even means. Like, what does that mean? And it's only getting up to a certain point? Yeah, it's only getting up to a certain point. It doesn't look like it's going down at all. Like, if that was the full gauge and it did empty itself over time, maybe it did just go down. Maybe you only have a certain amount per level or something. Maybe there is a bit of a balance on it. I don't know. I guess we'll find out eventually. I don't remember there being any level of explanation as to how it works. There's not really an FAQ or anything in the game, I don't think. But at least this makes me use the nozzle that I would otherwise use for moderate stains to wash away the residue. Yeah, maybe it does, like, wear out over a level. I haven't seen where you have to buy it, though. Loosens all dirt with soap codes, making the dirt easy to wash away with any nozzle. Yeah, the fact that it says with any nozzle is the problem. I would love to have the Urban Max stream. $12,000, like I can't even afford that already. It's pretty cool that you can afford that straight away. And also you can sell things as well, like you can sell old washers. I don't know if you sell them at full price or half price or what, but you are able to sell them. It told me that I could sell old equipment. So when you first start out, you can like sell the Vista, keep the Urban, or upgrade to like the next Urban or something. Oh yeah, 43%. Okay, I'd like to go until I hit 50. And then I'll leave the other half for another day. Let's go up here. Go right up here because I need to get the top of the light. Good. And then I can take the extension off to do this. And then we can just drop it down just a little bit to do the underhang. Underhang? Overhang. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, and then we'll go down that way to do that. Lower down. There we go. It's basically halfway along. Green, probably, actually. Green on green. Yeah, seems to work. Electrics box. The top? Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's move the scissor lift now. Down to this end. Finish off the bottom level myself. once again, it's just, oh yeah, let's just blast water onto electrical equipment, sure. What could possibly go wrong? It's even already got like a pattern of rust flakes and stuff. That's not good. Do I need to do something on this box still? No? Okay, the electrics are all done, I think. Yeah, okay. Good. I can actually almost reach the top anyway without even needing this as a lift. This just makes it easier to do the trim right at the top, but everything else kind of doesn't matter. That angle isn't sharp enough to obscure anything. Getting the moulding anyway, right? Yep. It'll just be the top bit of the wall. It'll just be easier with the elevation. Nice. Alright. Going pretty smoothly. Oh, and this has splatter all over the end of it for some reason. Okay, well, we know what to do about that. Goodbye. Kind of curious to see whether or not that orange meter fills up or not. But it's a case of, well, even if we only have a certain amount to use per level, we have to ration it. So, well, it feels like they've given me plenty, so we'll just not use it on a little bit like this. It's a case of, well, I can just scrub that bit off anyway, and that's fine. Don't really feel too hard done by on that one. Still just do like yellow first and then red if we need to, sort of thing. Cool. It's the shop. I should clean this. Breakfast all day. Is it wrong that I just want some like bacon, eggs or waffles or something now, even though it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon? But the game told me it was breakfast all day. It does not want to clean properly either, but I do not want to just... There we go. I don't want to throw soap at it just on principle. Just seems silly. Actually, there's the lamp post here, or the lamp that I'll need to use the scissor lift for again, actually, so it is good that I brought it around here. Nice. That's all for the door. We're almost halfway, which I feel is a good point to stop. So we'll get the shop done. We'll get the floodlight done, and then we'll just do whatever other little bits that seem to need to be done to get us to like 50%. And go over the checklist. I want to make sure that everything roof is done. I want everything roof done. I want everything shop done. Everything back wall. And side wall as well, for that matter, if possible. If that's a thing. Okay, shop floor won't be done. If you're going to call this the shop floor, then I guess that won't be done. Well, maybe it will, because I'm kind of doing it out of habit. Let's do the pole. I could do the top from the roof, actually. I don't even need the sizzle lift. Okay, that's the lamppost done. Where does shop floor become like motel floor or something, I guess would be the question. To go all the way to the front of the stairs, maybe, looks like. Does it wrap around? We've also got a shop wall, maybe, to have to do. First floor walkway is separate. Okay, yeah, so shop floor goes all the way here. Interesting item. I would have had first floor walkway wrap around the front of the stairs. Okay, and then shop wall. With some interesting graffiti on it. We're going to refuse to use the soap. I'll clean off the wall first and just leave the paint. We have a bird singing with a happy mushroom, apparently. Alright. I'm not sure quite what that's suggesting goes on at this motel, but who knows? So we can just go up and, like, stand on the stairs, basically, to do the rest. We have a distance. We stand here. Get rid of the dancing flamingo. Does this motel even have a name? I think it's just called Motel, because there's no name on the sign, right, other than air-conditioned. It's a bit lazy. I was just wondering if it was called the Dancing Flamingo. It is now. Heat cannon approved. Well, I'll have to replace the graffiti with the proper mural then. To express its identity. Now it's just the dancing mushroom, and soon not even that. Okay, we're at 50% now. But we'll finish this feature. And then I want to, there we go. And now I want to check. Wrong one, this one. Okay, so first floor, bunch of stuff we need to do. Fine. First floor side electrics cable, 97% done, so we should clean that off. Lampposts are done. Oh, lamppost top is not done on this one. Okay, we'll do that as well. Second floor stuff needs to be done. Shop palm tree leaf. Okay, so we need to do that. And one of the sign cactuses. And hanging sign mount. Huh? Okay. 0 out of 2. Strange. And roof front trim. Okay, I don't care about the front trim. That's fine. So one of these palm leaves is not done. Which one was it? This one. One on the back. Oh, it needs a bit done on the front there. There we go. Just a tip. So which are the mounts? Are you serious? Okay, that's the shop done. Wow. And then a cable. First floor electric box wire. Okay, cable is this bit. It's the grounding cable, basically. What about this is not clean? Oh, it's not the bit to the left, it's the bit... Oh, it's not the bit to the right, it's the bit to the left. There's two of them, alright. And then sign cactus, apparently. One of these things is not done. This one. I mean, I'm kind of not surprised because I was just doing all sorts all around it. There we go. Cool. Let's do the lamppost top. And then we're going to call it for today. See, I should have just thought to do this from here in the first place. There we go. Lovely environment. I'm happy to have more maps in this area. Just maybe some slightly different ones. And I'm just going to see where that orange bar ticks up to and if it's lower than it was before. Okay, it's now practically full. It's almost at full, which is higher than it was before. So maybe there's a limit to how much you can use it at one time, but then it just goes back to... So it's unlimited. It's functionally unlimited. Alright, well that's good to know. Our threshold for that is going to be if I encounter something that just feels super tedious for no good reason, then I may resort to using the soap, but I will use the yellow nozzle to wipe it off, not the white nozzle, because I think that that is too cheap. That's too cheesy. Anyway, we're going to leave it there for today. Feels weird quitting out. How do I even quit the game now? Can I? How do I quit? There we go. Quit. I don't usually do this.